Well, we're going to be ready for the next 2 hours to roll on down the road, and we're going to be covering from Florida to the Pacific Northwest to back over to, well, back here in Texas. We're blasting out with the country's #1 radio show about the RV lifestyle. I am Alan Warren, your RV wingman. Sometimes I forget to push the button here in the studio. We're always looking out for you. We're working every day to find the best guests and cover the most talked about topics in the RV world, all in an effort to help make you a smarter RVer and a happier camper. Our live stream followers on Facebook and on YouTube, y'all know who helps make this show possible from a production standpoint. Over in the control room, right over there, is our very talented producer. He is our own Goose, Brian Goose Downs, and Goose is he's the person that keeps us on track in terms of time. He makes sure the audio is working just right, answers phone calls, and is our all-around magician in terms of audio and production engineering. Now, along with Goose, we also have our own graphics girl. We do. My daughter, Miss Katie, and while Miss Katie does the graphics that our live stream viewers see, she's also the one who edits our podcasts, our YouTube videos, and does a whole lot of the important behind-the-scenes functions that help make this show possible. And, of course, there's you, our listeners, who we appreciate so very much. All right, today in hour number 2, I'll tell you about what I am sensing in terms of RVers who have a problem RV, but they're reluctant to talk about it on the air. And I'm having kind of a hard time understanding why. You'll also meet a couple who wrote the very popular book, So You Want to Be an RVer. That's John and Kathy Huggins. They are super knowledgeable, and they have pretty much done it all in the way of RVing. We'll have them in hour 2. Now, this hour, Scott Garlington from PPL Motorhomes will be with us, and we're going to run on out to Seattle and visit with RV Travel's Chuck Woodbury in our next segment. For now, though, there's an awful lot going on in the RV world, and we're going to talk about some of it. How many of you folks listening right now have heard the name RoadTrek? You probably have. Most everybody has. RoadTreks are a Class B motorhome, a small but very well-built motorhome made up in Canada. RoadTreks in general, well, RoadTreks have a really good reputation, right? Well, guess what happened this past weekend? Anyone? How would you like it? Picture this. How would you like it if you were working for the company that owns RoadTrek? You report to work to find out that your job was gone. Not just yours, but everybody else that worked there in the factory, in the plant. 800 people, no notice, no nothing. Well, that is exactly what happened this past week, and this is bad news for everybody involved with RoadTrek motorhomes, from the factory workers and their families to the suppliers who likely never see a dime, to the dealers who have, they're probably owed money for warranty work that they've done, to the real losers. The real losers, that's the consumers, people who have bought a RoadTrek, especially one that may still be under warranty. Right now, you can kiss that warranty goodbye. There is none. Now, while we try hard to bring you good news, I guess, whenever we can, this is the opposite of that good news. If you own a RoadTrek, you'd best put that word maintenance in big, bold letters in front of you. Put it in a place where you remember to do it, or else when you do have a problem, the dealer doesn't have to take care of you, and there is no company anymore. It's a bad deal for sure.
So, question, of course, you've got the people who have been supplying everything to RoadTrek. You know, what's going to happen to them?
The suppliers?
Yeah.
Suppliers, I don't know for sure, but I think they're not going to be paid either. It's not a good situation. You go, well, I don't own a RoadTrek, so I'm not affected by it. I think there's going to be a ripple effect that's going to happen, and it's scaring people, a lot of people. I mean, think about it. You're one of those, you had a job for many years building one of the finest Class Bs out there, and you go to work, there was no warning at all, and now you have no job. Nobody has a job.
So what are your predictions for the future on this?
Nostradamus here. Let me look in the future. What I see going to happen with RoadTrek is, I don't want to see this happen, but what typically happens in a scenario like this is another big company, a giant company goes, let's wait till this one is worth nothing. And then we're going to reach down and we're going to grab it. We're going to get it. We're going to open it back up, and we're going to cut every corner we can to squeeze as much blood out of this turnip as we can possibly get. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope that they will give everybody their job back and that these people will land on their feet. But that's sort of my prediction. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. But another news story that a lot of people saw coming, unfortunately, was the announcement from Epic Nomads TV. They have closed down. Now, we talked about their movie RV Nomads on several occasions over the past year and a half or so. Even had some of the cast on the show to provide updates. I even had a small cameo appearance myself. But in spite of all the hype, all the promotion, and there was a lot of it, like so many businesses, it came down to money. And when you're over budget and can't find a way out, the end is inevitable. I'm not sure what the big takeaway here is, but the movie business is tough, folks, much tougher than most people will ever know. And now these RVers and the people behind RV Nomads, they know firsthand. I know a lot of people gave it their all. They were affected by this, and I hope that the RVing cast will be able to recover quickly and get back on track. Now, y'all want some good news? You want some good news?
I want some good news.
You wanted your microphone.
Yes,
What you want?
like I want good news after all that.
All right, we've got a little bit. It's a little bit early to give you all the good news, all the details, but it has to do with our RV education classes. Our regular listeners know that our push to, I have free RV education classes every single month has been pretty much relentless. I have been to Indiana and made the pitch to some of the biggest names in the RV industry. Every one of them believes that education is important, but so far we've not been successful in gaining their support, the support of any manufacturer. Not yet, but we do have a commitment, an actual signed contract by a dealership here in my home state of Texas that will be holding these RV education classes at all their dealerships beginning in April. Now, I am so excited. I'm not supposed to mention their name on the air yet, but I will tell you they are truly different from every other dealer in my home state that sells new RVs that I have spoken with about this idea. My pitch to them was pretty simple. I told them, in order, you want me to promote you, here's what you have to do. You have to commit to holding monthly classes at your RV dealership for free and only about educating the consumer. They got to promise to not sell anything in the classes, and they are open to everybody regardless of where they bought their RV. The other dealers I've talked with about this program, they're like, I don't know, we don't need to do that kind of thing. Not this dealer. They love the idea. It didn't take anything for me to sell them the concept. So, yes, we are very, very excited. And what I'm most excited about is I really didn't even have to push it at all. You're going to be hearing about these folks soon, and I'm going to do my level best to get more dealers across the country to do the same thing.
I mean, the whole education thing, it just seems so logical. I mean, it makes me wonder why most dealers just don't do it.
The reason they won't do it is because it takes that four-letter word time, honey. It takes time. Yes, sir, Goose.
So can people get on the list now, or
all right,
get some more
here's
information
what's going
at
on.
least about
the
it?
answer is sort of, at least for right now. Our web people, I got an email just today that says next week they should have the site, the page finished on our website. Here's what we want you to do. If you're interested in RV education classes, and gosh, I hope you are, where they're not going to try to sell you anything, they're going to try to give you information that will make you understand, help you understand your RV a whole lot better. Go to our website and add your name to our email list. That's the best thing you can do right now. Go to thervshowusa.com, add your name to our email list, and then in the next week or so, we're going to have a specific page where you can go there and you can click on the location that's nearest you, send them an email and let them know, hey, I want to attend this class. They will be held the second Wednesday of every single month, starting at 7 p.m. Central Time. And again, it's going to be free of charge. No matter where you bought your RV from, you're going to be able to do that. I want to remind everybody that, we're running out of time, Goose. You want to go ahead and mention about the email list and winning the prizes?
People want to add your name to our email list. Go to thervshowusa.com. Click on email list. It'll take less than a minute to do. And once you're entered, you qualify to win every single week as long as you're on the email list. Again, thervshowusa.com, and click on email list.
All right, we'll be back after this. I'm Alan Warren, your RV wingman, with Goose, Miss Katie and you. Thanks so much for being with us. Be right back.